I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it, I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough
Cause
time.
I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll still be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll still be winning. I can feel the blood creeping.
Hey, oh God, I love our new intro. It's so good. It's so good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining us on another episode 2 of season 3 of the Four Corners of Commentary. I know I kind of switched it up a little for the intro, but we're gonna get back to it like always. I am your man, K Marvel. As you can see, our brother QS is not here right now. Man had to work. So, brother man, we're going to hold it down for you. So, you know, Quiet Storm.
Hey! It's down there.
God. He's back.
Hey!
He's back. And it's me, as always. What's up, yo?
And, yep. And as always, we are your Four Corners of Commentary.
Hey!
So, oh man, so first and foremost, you're to Randy. I was on they call him the People's Champion, which I would never believe. But that is one of our brothers from the Backstage Brawl. I had
belated.
I had the privilege to be on their show this past weekend. Man, it was such an amazing show. And man, I love them. And you know, I told them on the show, and I'll say it now, I'm so proud of you guys. And honestly, I know I can speak for the four of us when I say we're proud to call y'all family. He goes, boo, K Marvel, because we got beef, but fuck him. Oh, also, happy belated birthday, brother. Man, Randy's birthday was yesterday. So happy belated, man. Fellow Virgo in the building. Shout out, dope intro. Appreciate you. And then we always talking shit. Oh, that's dope news. He said we crossed 1,000 episodes on 1,000 views on that episode. So I'm happy to help with that, brother, man. Love y'all. But shout out to the Virgo gang. We know Janelle from HR, from Jobs Here's podcast. Her birthday is tomorrow, I believe. Look, man, there's Virgos all over the building. We're the greatest. I don't know what to say. So, yeah, and she's awesome. See, and like, so is the youngling. Jesus.
On the 9th, actually.
Yep, and then I'll be Sunday. And the youngling is the following Monday. So there's Virgos all over the place, man. But, and plus, we have like some of the coolest people like Michael Jackson. Rest in peace, Jason David Frank. His birthday just passed. Beyonce. There's a lot of people. Ludacris. Paul Heyman, if I'm not mistaken. I believe he's either the 9th or the 11th, or maybe the 12th. But either way,
Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle is when?
I think next week.
Oh, sounds about right. But first and foremost, before we get into any topics, how are you guys feeling? What's going on?
Good, still recovering from a cold, but I'll be all right. Sir,
What's going on, brother?
Oh, I'm alive. No, things are good. Actually, in the process of not making a lateral move at my job, so I won't be in child welfare anymore. I'll be working for justice population, so that should be fun.
Nice.
All right.
More adults.
Look, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I had something to say, but I'm not.
Take what you can get.
Off air. Look, man, look. It's as long as it's an upgrade, brother. And
Bobby Lashley's favorite term.
That's God. Anyways, so ladies and germs, today we're gonna do things a little bit different. So we are gonna talk wrestling like always, but we have a couple other things that we wanted to touch on and go like a little more into, a deep dive. So first and foremost, excuse me. First and foremost is we had 3 premium live events in the last 2 weeks. AEW All In, WWE Payback, and AEW All Out. Excuse me. Um, so with that being said, we're just going to touch on some of the moments from each show. Just our favorite moments and our least favorite moments. So, Stryker, why don't we start you with All In? What is your favorite? What was your favorite moment for All In?
I should be petty, but I'm not going to be. MJF versus Cole was actually really dope. I think that was basically the best part of the card. No, actually, I'm lying. Seeing Chris Jericho get his damn face beaten was perfect for me. That was absolutely perfect for me. So yeah, I'll choose Ospreay versus Chris Jericho. That was one of my favorite matches of the night.
Stretch.
My favorite match of that card was the opening match. I actually enjoyed CM Punk versus Samoa Joe more than any other match. I thought they told a pretty good story as far as Punk. Punk got dominated most of the match by Joe, and it's like him coming up and doing what he has to do to win, like essentially cheating to win. And there was a lot of Terry Funk tributes throughout the entire match, so I gotta give it. I'm a sucker for a nice tribute, so I gotta give it up to the Funker. So I saw a lot of the Terry Funk tributes throughout that match, and made me fall in love with it. And we got a Pepsi plunge. So,
Yeah, that one kind of shocked me. I wasn't expecting the Pepsi plunge like at all because it's been so damn long since he's done it. Well, for obvious reasons, also because he was in the WWE. Triple H is the pedigree. But Randy said, "Please be petty." But for me, I think the storytelling of the Adam Cole MJF match just really sold the pay-per-view for me. Especially afterwards. What I didn't like, and shout out to Mika because she pointed this out too. But what I wasn't a fan of was him tossing the ROH tag title. Like you were supposed to be so proud to get it. Now you're a Triple Crown champion in ROH, because he had never held the ROH tag title before. And the emotion, like I understand bringing the emotion and everything like that, but you didn't have to throw the title to the ground like that. That's just my opinion. And I am, we all know I'm Adam Cole, Bay all the way. But yeah, that was a little, that was a little iffy for me. But we talked best. Now let's go to some of the ones that we weren't really crazy about. Stretch, we'll start with you.
That I wasn't crazy about?
Yeah.
Ooh.
And maybe not a moment, maybe just something that you wish could have happened, or something like that.
I don't know. Like, it was a really good weekend. I mean, the only thing that I could think of, and it was, it's not that I think it was bad, but it was kind of like just shoehorned on there to get Jey Uso like on the card was the Grayson Waller effect.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it was a bait and switch by any means.
Oh, wait. Sorry, All In, strictly All In. We'll get to
just
Payback
strictly
in a
All
second.
In.
Sorry.
Okay, I
Yeah,
thought you meant like the
fault.
overall weekend. My apologies.
No, we'll get there.
Probably the women's match. It was like, I think the women's match was the weakest one on the card. Like,
Okay.
I think it was kind of solely done just to get Saraya her pop, which is nice. Don't get me wrong. Like, she deserves a moment and everything. She's come back from a career, what we thought was a career-ending situation, with her neck and everything, to come back at least wrestle a little bit. But all that aside, like the actual execution of the match, like I wasn't really a fan of it. So thank God they got away from what's the name of that faction with Saraya, Tony Storm,
the outsider, not the
Outcast, I believe, right?
Outcast.
Yeah, thank God they got away from the Outcast storyline. I am happy for that, if nothing else. So,
I mean, what Tony is coming out with right now is she has that like Marilyn Monroe, like that failed like actress kind of thing going on. For me, honestly, I wasn't too crazy about the casket match. I wasn't really crazy about it going in, and not that they didn't do their thing. I don't think that was it at all. But I think because I wasn't necessarily crazy about it, it was just kind of like, all right, well, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, for me, it was the casket match. It wasn't really. It didn't. I don't know, man. Something about it didn't really do it for me.
Aside from Sting getting a match at Wembley, yeah, I probably agree with you. Let me see. On another note, trying to remember the matches.
You had the ROH tags. You had Jericho Ospreay. You had Joe Punk. You had the trios match. Side note, love those titles. You had MJF versus Adam Cole. You had Stadium Stampede, and then I believe the FTW title was on 0 Hour, right?
Yeah. So I'll say this. One thing I didn't really like was they needed more women's matches. I think it's Wembley. You want more people. You want more eyes on your product. You want more people to be available. Well, I mean, some people couldn't go to England that quickly, or London, excuse me, that quickly, or at short notice. Yeah, I feel they could have did a lot more to add more people to that show, because everybody wants to be a part of history, even if it's a segment, or even if it's showcasing, even if it's as corny as it sounds, even if it's a battle royale for something, like put people on the card.
Right.
And it's crazy to me that, and sorry, I'm burping. It's crazy to me that All In, sorry, not All In. It's crazy that All Out was overall better pay-per-view in a short notice than All In was. And that was supposed to be the biggest show in the company's history.
I think people would debate you on that. And I'm not saying All Out, and we'll get there. And I'm not saying All Out was bad by any means. But that's a strong, I think that's a strong, like debate topic.
I don't mind getting into it.
No, of course not. He want all the smoke. So let's jump to Payback. Let's do WWE Payback. So I guess for me, I'll say instead of doing a favorite moment, I'm gonna do a surprise moment. I really wasn't expecting the Judgment Day to win. That caught me off guard. Once I saw like more and more of them come out, I was kind of like, oh snap, they're really gonna give them the titles. But I really wasn't expecting them to win. So I'm very intrigued to see how that moves forward. And we know Triple H loves his factions and loves when the factions have all the titles, things like that. And we got to remember that, Damian Priest is still Senor Money in the Bank. Yep. So I think I think it's just going to be really interesting. But for me, that was probably the moment for me, just because it was I wasn't expecting it. Strike.
It's in reply to me, correct?
No. I think that's just a normal.
I agree with him.
That's just a take.
I agree with him.
But I agree too. Yeah,
100%.
Well, I agree with that.
Makes no sense to scrunch those pay-per-views back to back, especially because All Out felt like it felt secondary in comparison.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. It just threw like Mox and Orange Cassidy, which I think was not a bad match by any means, but at the same token, that like main evented that show, and it's like you got so many other people on there that. But we'll get it. We'll get
that's
neither here nor there. Right.
Payback.
Let me stay on top.
It's more like there. It's just there.
Payback. Well, if my statement now doesn't show it, I didn't watch Payback. Only watched. I think I only watched a bit of Shin and Seth Rollins, and I think that was it. So honestly, to me, I didn't care,
bro.
It wasn't a bad pay-per-view, but I didn't care for it personally. It's one of it's like Fastlane, like you throw Fastlane in there, it's nothing really to progress.
You need to watch Payback. I actually thought it was better than All Out and All In. You gotta watch that show. But
that was good, bro.
Yeah. I just once again, it's just storyline wise for me. It just didn't do much.
Yeah.
So,
Stretch moment from Payback.
Favorite moment from Payback. Definitely the Steel City Street Fight. Like without question, I think that was a match of the night. And there were no really like bad matches on this card. So I was torn between that Street Fight and the Steel Cage match, because
which I heard was really good.
Steel Cage match was really good. And for those who did not think, like Trish made up, I think, for everything prior to that match with this match. Like she worked her ass off throughout that entire match, and it was so fantastic, and it was just what it needed to open the show, right? But the Steel City Street Fight I thought was fantastic. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn versus the Judgment Day for the title. It was like from the tribute to Terry Funk. Again, KO rips off his shirt. He has on the Funker shirt underneath, where they throw him behind the hockey boards and they both rise up with the.
That was great.
The Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys, and they just like
from the penalty box, right?
Yeah, from the penalty box, they threw him over, like, and they landed in the penalty box. They both rise up with hockey jerseys and start kicking ass. I thought it was great. It facilitated the storyline too. So Judgment Day has all these titles now. Like they've been kind of teasing like dissension with the whole JD McDonough thing, and Priest having the Money in the Bank briefcase and everything. Right. It's definitely going to be, I think, interesting to watch. The tag team scene going forward, because they have been doing. I think they've been doing pretty well with their male tag team scene. They've been building up a lot of different teams. Like the Viking Raiders is getting a lot of time. The New Day is back. They're trying to make Matt Riddle and McIntyre kind of a thing. So it's like it's a lot of good teams out there.
Not for long.
Yeah, Drew's gonna turn like that. I personally think he needs the turn, but and real quick before we go into some of our. Well, I guess we don't have to cover the least favorites of Payback. But I will say this. I will be shocked, and this is going to happen next week. I will be shocked if Becky beats Tiffany for the NXT title. I'm not going to hold you.
Not shocked if she does.
I'd be shocked.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Not shocked.
I think they'll probably end up doing something like a Braun Ziggler situation where he loses the title and he beats him for it.
Right, but I was gonna say this is basically Rhea and Charlotte again. That's basically how I'm seeing it as. Well, I think now you're gonna bring, but look at it this way: you're gonna bring her to a bigger stage, possibly to have that NXT title match.
Yeah,
and have her win it. So
it could happen at
Survivor
Series, to be honest.
Maybe Fastlane
or No Mercy. Who knows?
No Mercy. Well, No Mercy is next week, isn't it? I think that's what the match is on the special. It's not.
No, it's regular NXT.
It's next week. I think what's going to happen is this. So call me crazy, maybe might be misinformed here.
That's easy.
So they're gonna have this match, right? I say Tiffany Stratton wins, but I think because Cora Jade gets involved somehow and possibly cost Becky Lynch, and I think maybe they'll move her up and have her on the main roster.
Well, Cora's out for a couple more weeks, though.
A couple more weeks. I mean, she still maybe be able to get physically involved. Yeah, I think she had breast augmentation.
Yes, sir.
But
she's trying to get that push from the
depends,
push.
I mean, I don't know how those things work. So maybe it's just me speculating. I'd like to see that, but I still think Tiffany Stratton wins.
Yeah, and All Out. All Out was interesting for a number of reasons.
Loved it. And that was a pay-per-view I see most of matches of, so I definitely say him.
So then you start. What was your favorite moment for All Out?
My favorite match was Kenny and Takeshita. Fucking amazing match. And that should have main evented the show. But sup, Courtney? But I completely agree with Stretch's take. I don't care for Moxley in a championship match. I don't think he needs to main event. And why is he always the guy that has to be the final boss in this situation? They did this shit before with the Battle Royale, and they did it again with this shit. Cassidy is the champion. It should have been Penta versus Mox, and then you would have had whoever wins face Cassidy.
There's a way, for a way to simplify that is basically saying there's no need for the champion to chase.
Exactly.
That's really what it is, right? He's the champion. If anything, people should be gunning for him, which they obviously have been for 31 matches, and then some, obviously.
But you're trying to play up the fighting champion. Titles. You're trying to play up the fighting champion. Oh, okay, I'm going to defend it on Friday, then I'm going to defend it again on Sunday. It's stupid because he's going to end up losing.
Yeah.
For how they set up the match. Make it unpredictable. Mox and Penta having a match on Rampage would have probably shot up some viewership.
Oh, for sure.
You have to do that strategically. Yeah, even on Collision. Like, strategically do this thing.
Right.
So, but go ahead.
No. I was going to go to Stretch, but you can finish your statement.
Yeah, Kenny and Takeshita probably stole the show for me. I already know Kenny's ceiling, and I pretty much know Takeshita's ceiling, but that was a match that we got out of Kenny maybe I would say since Ospreay, but we were expecting that. So I'm saying hard-hitting, unexpected opponent. Give me some names. He's had a couple in his run before his injury disappearance, but Kenny, where he had an opponent where we weren't expecting that level of competition from them, but they made amazing match.
Oh God, I'm blanking out on everybody right now.
Because it was a good handful of people that we like. John Silver, I believe, was one.
Yes, definitely. But Jonathan worked with anybody, and that's like we won't deep dive, but I think you know what? I don't know if y'all are down. And I'm gonna say it like this: I say we do a Dark Order episode and we deep dive each member. But I hate you. But my favorite match from All Out. I'm trying to go against the grain here. But sadly, not sadly, I actually mean this with pride, but definitely I would say Brian and Ricky, man. Like Ricky showed out, but you're also working with one of the greatest workers of all time, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, in Bryan Danielson. And look, man, Ricky, man, his promos have been so on point more now than ever. Especially with him talking about, him not starting over and things like that. He's absolutely right, man. And it's not a repackage. It's him just being put in these different positions. Like, give the man what he deserves. I mean, granted, I know a lot of people probably don't want him with a title, but I know a whole hell of a lot that do. But Ricky has been busting his ass since day one also. So, and I'm not saying to skip anybody or whatever, but I think he definitely deserves a legitimate title run.
Agreed. And not the FTW title either. I hope they retire.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because
I think he
as
should
much
be
as
the
I
next.
do love
Mm-hmm.
the next international, yeah, that's what I was honestly. That's who I thought was going to be Orange Cassidy for it. But yeah, that's the match I'm gonna say. Stretch. I know you zoned out. Oh, my fault.
No. I'm thinking.
He's in deep thoughts.
I want to say best match most definitely was Takeshita versus Omega. I'm not saying that because it got the most time. Again, I thought this was pretty solid, solid card. I would say that's the best match. Favorite match of mine was definitely Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs. I thought that was my favorite match. Like I enjoyed like watching that match. I can honestly say as like a guy that hasn't been like fully in tune with AEW, like I'm just getting back into it. That was like one of the matches where it's like, okay, I can watch this. Like like if they were to do something with this, like it make this grow into like a storyline of some sort, that would be fun. I thought the strap match was really good too. Like I enjoyed the strap match. I enjoyed how they transitioned.
Ricky and Brian, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed how they transitioned to Bryan Danielson, like with the strap match. And everybody was like groaning, like, "Oh God, it's going to be Ricky Dragon Steamboat." And it's like we came out and said the contract says the Dragon on it, but it's not me. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool moment. Like I said earlier today, you guys put it on Twitter. It's like, oh my favorite worker in the industry currently is Bryan Danielson. Right? I can watch him. I can watch him wrestle a broom and be pretty satisfied. So to see,
absolutely.
So to see like the consummate worker of his generation, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, like in a segment with the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, I thought was really fucking dope. But match of the night, definitely, I think Takeshita versus Omega, without question. I thought it was the most storyline driven match.
Yep,
it didn't feel like it was one of the rare matches on there where it didn't feel like it was thrown together like at the last minute just to have this show.
And you know what? I might be fibbing, to be completely honest with you. As much as I did love the strap match, I would be remiss if I don't bring up Samoa Joe and Shane Taylor.
That's the match I forgot about.
How do we not talk about it? Not only because Shane Taylor is a friend of the pod, but man, like we haven't seen Joe down bad like that in a long time.
Well, it's rare you get an opponent bigger than him like that either.
Right. And Shane is the man. So I can't wait for him to either hold the TV and or the heavyweight title again. Or heavyweight title for the first time, but TV again. So that match should definitely, people should definitely give it his flowers because if they didn't know who,
I missed that.
The match was fucking crazy.
But this is what I'm saying. Like you mentioned Payback, and it's great, but a card like this with proper build would have blown all those out the water, and that's where I feel a lot of people are debating that. And I'm pulling that aside. We know Tony books shit on the fly a lot of times, but I feel as a card in terms of what held my interest through and through, that's the pay-per-view out of the 3 pay-per-views that held my interest.
Listen, look, we're all allowed to have our opinions. You know what I mean? This is what we're here for. I couldn't pick a pay-per-view. You know what I mean? I'm really trying my best to not compare. I'd rather kind of compare matches, but even then, I mean, look, I don't have to say my take. Y'all know how I am when it comes to wrestling. I try my best to just enjoy it all. But with that being said, in honor of Impact having its 1000th episode, and we know there are 2 legends entering the ring, at least from what we know, for one more match, one more time. One is the incomparable Gail Kim, and the other is the destructive Awesome Kong. So if that being said, gentlemen, which wrestler would you like to see back for one night only. Now, here's the stipulation: they cannot be deceased.
Ah, damn. Okay.
Because I feel like Bray is an obvious one. You know what I mean? But
I was gonna say Eddie Guerrero as usual, but
listen,
Eddie Guerrero now.
A lot of deceased wrestlers we could have talked about.
Exactly.
That's
so
that's a good
not
caveat.
deceased.
Like we would have went there.
Yeah, not deceased. They're either retired and or maybe just stepped away for a bit. Maybe. Yeah.
So I have a question, like just to clarify things a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Are we like, let's say like in whatever magical universe we're doing this in, right? The individual who we're picking, are they like coming back like in their full prime? Like,
I think that should be it.
See, that right there is the issue, right? Because let's be honest, if they're coming back for one match, they're not going to be in their prime.
Right. That's my whole thing.
You know what I mean? So,
but it's still a hypothetical. It's still a hypothetical situation.
Well, okay. All right. So let's do this, right? Mm-hmm. We'll pick. Oh no. Let's stick with one. Oh God, I don't even know.
I already have my one. So
I have one. I just wanted to make sure that caveat was explained because, I mean, the person that I pick, I think you guys will nod your head, but it's like I don't want to see him wrestle now.
Right.
Like not now. Like maybe
we might be on the same page.
30 years ago, perhaps. Like
Oh damn, that's mad long ago. Like, all right, well, go ahead, say it. Let's go with your.
The first person that came to mind when you posed this question for me was Bret Hart. Like,
okay,
if you gave
he definitely has to be in his prime.
Right, like that's what I'm getting at. Like nobody's gonna want to see. Like, all due respect to Bret Hart, who's a legend, right? Without question. I don't think that ever needs to be questioned. Like, if you give me Bret Hart in 1994 versus Bryan Danielson, like now or 2014, like we was at the height of the Yes movement, like I literally would never have to watch another wrestling match as long as I live because nothing would top that. Like, like nothing would top that whatsoever. Like, he was like the first guy I thought of, like, okay, if I could take one wrestler that's not wrestling anymore, that's, and put him in his prime for like one night to have him come back to wrestle one match.
Put him in one ice bath. Could you imagine?
Ice bath of youth. Yep.
Seriously. It won't be in Florida though. All right, so you say Bret, Strike?
Oh man. Easy pick, Kurt Angle.
Yeah, that was my second choice.
Easy pick, Kurt Angle. And this is Prime. This is not. Although Prime is very perfect.
Wait. Hold on. I was about to say, which one is Prime though? Because Prime could be either Kurt Angle or it could be Intercontinental European Champion Kurt.
That's not the Kurt I was thinking of when you said it.
I was thinking of WWE Champion Kurt Angle. I'm trying to think if we're on the same one, if we're on the same page with that angle, though.
That's not the Kurt I was thinking of. There's only two versions of Kurt Angle, okay?
Oh.
Out of respect, I'm not going to say the other one out loud. But
You're horrible. You're a horrible human.
Out of respect, there's WWE Kurt, and then there's the other Kurt.
Right.
So, this actually, like, stumped me for a little bit. Especially because of the whole not deceased, because once again, that's a rabbit hole that we can all go down. Like, there's too many. There's too many. I'm gonna say Big E.
Good choice.
Because we don't know his situation, and I miss that man. Like, keep it a stack. Like, I miss him in the ring. I miss his promos. He was always special, whether he was with the New Day or not. My pick is definitely Big E. I would love to see him back in the ring and killing the game, man. Give him the proper title run that he deserves. Damn it. But yeah, Biggie would be my choice. Biggie would definitely be my choice. So, with that being said, let's jump to the main event. The main event for today's show. I was scrolling, on the Google, and actually, I don't know where I saw this from. To be honest with you, it's probably Facebook.
That's a good way to spend time at work.
Yo, don't be telling them. Don't be. Hey, don't be giving my secrets out. All right, and I came across this, and I thought it would be a great topic for us to cover. So we're gonna. Well, let me rephrase it, and I'm gonna do it like this. We're gonna put these two up here, and these two gentlemen are going to be guessing what the top 25 highest grossing media franchises of all time are. Now it's literally anything media based. So it could go anywhere from, let's say, that 70s show to Sailor Moon. I know. It's that's why that show popped in my head, but neither here nor there, sir. Neither here nor there. So, gentlemen, and and guys, if y'all are watching the show, if y'all are in the chat, please comment. Let us know. You can do it here while it's live, and folks, if you're listening to it on Spotify or rewatching the episode or anything like that, then just play with yourself. So, I know how it sounded. Shut up. So, gents, let's start.
You want to get it out of the way together? What's number one?
So, what's number one?
Pokemon.
Without question,
Pokemon is definitely the highest grossing media franchise of all time.
Number one.
With, as of right now, hold on, let me make sure. Hold on. Let me
something.
I'm just checking to see if there's a date, and there isn't. So okay. So it is 92. I don't know. I don't like the way they did this. Essentially, it's $92 billion. Damn. The next one after that, and what I'll do is when you mention it, I'll mention the price, like where it's at after.
Okay.
So the next one, and you don't have to guess. No. You don't have to literally guess what the second one is, but okay. I'm just saying what the amount is.
Okay.
Just so there's a general idea. But the next one would be 80 billion. So, but just go off of any franchises that you can.
I'm thinking of stuff like to amass that number. Like Pokemon is like an anomaly in the sense it hasn't been there super duper long, 96 or so, or 96. That's when Pokemon came out, right? 96. Yep.
We didn't get it till 98, right?
Right. So we didn't get it in the States till 98, but it's been around in Japan forever, right? Well, it's been around forever, I guess, in the grand scheme of things, but not as long as some of the other franchises I'm thinking of.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, it's 30 years this year, in a couple years.
Yeah, but that's in comparison to other media franchises that are
right.
That's a short window. I'm assuming the next highest grossing one would be Star Wars.
Star Wars is 5th.
I was about to say 5th, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's definitely top 5.
5th at 65. If you round up, 66 billion.
Yeah, so you can round it up. That's fine.
Oh, actually, the one after that, I don't think anybody will get. Stryker, you might, but I've never even heard of it.
Well, I know Harry Potter is definitely top 5. So
Harry Potter is not top 5.
Really?
Incorrect. Yeah, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10. Okay.
At 30 billion.
Not bad.
31
You said number 6 I'd get? No.
Well, I'm gonna say this one because, like I said, it's a 97. It's a 73 manga called Upon Man. Yeah. Either way, it's
PANMAN.
PANMAN.
Oh, and Ant-Man. I might know it.
Either
Sounds
way,
familiar.
that's merchandise alone for the most part. That's crazy. And then it seems like it's TV revenue and box office, but those are like minuscule comparably to merchandise.
It
And that's
ran
at
from
60 billion. Yeah.
It ran from 73 to 2013. So that
Shit.
says a lot.
Yeah. All right. So what else, guys?
Transformers.
Transformers is 25th at 17 billion.
So that's last.
Yeah, it is last.
Okay.
So you got to think
So
of
remember, you
got
got to and think it really goes across. Like I want to say all media.
Yep.
It's crazy if that's really true.
I mean, it got to be all media.
Yeah, it got to be.
That's what I'm thinking of. Like as far as like some of these,
right? Except like music,
so,
or, you know what I mean.
So
but
now,
so much shit related to stuff like
so much.
So
bro.
now my question is:
movies, action figures. Like
so my question is right.
And look, there's
I say head company.
Oh, you can't see it.
If I say head company,
nope. You gotta be specific.
Have to be specific of what within the company.
So you can't say you can't say Disney.
20. Gotta be.
And then like you would have to be specific.
Spider-Man's in top 20.
So I think I know what number
Spider-Man
2
is on there.
Now that you said that, I think I know what number 2 is.
It is. Hold on one sec. Spider-Man is 12th, which is hilarious. What 11th is. So go ahead, Stretch.
Number 2, I would assume, considering you just said Disney, would be Mickey Mouse.
No, Mickey Mouse is 4th.
Wow.
Actually, at 70 billion, and Spider-Man
been around forever.
I know.
Mickey Mouse
it claims that Spider-Man's at 27 billion.
Mickey Mouse has to be the oldest, I think, piece of media on this list, if I'm not mistaken.
Give me a second.
Wait.
I will let.
So is 2 old?
No,
it's not.
One is extremely close, but like in years wise, Mickey Mouse was 1928. But there's something 4 years younger than Mickey. 4 years older than Mickey Mouse.
Holy shit! What could be out there that's older than Mickey Mouse?
No, Popeye is not on the list.
Oh,
that's after Mickey Mouse. Popeye, I don't think would be on that list. Maybe no, I don't think they're older than Mickey Mouse, but I'm sure they're on the list. But I don't think they're older than Mickey Mouse. It's got to be the Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes has to be on that list.
Looney Tunes is not on the list.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I have an idea what is.
It does say that all the numbers are estimates. So
okay,
but nah, man, not here. Okay. Also, so there is one company that I'm looking at that does kind of encapsulate a lot.
Parker Brothers or something.
No. Think manga overall.
No way, Shueisha is top.
Shonen Jump.
Yeah.
Gotta be Shonen Jump.
Shonen
So
Jump or Jump Comics is uno, dos, tres. I should have wrote this down before.
But it's Shueisha, right? Shueisha's the one with the word
7, 8, 9. No, it says Shonen Jump.
Okay.
Like that's exactly what it says. So Shonen Jump is 9th, which is right above Harry Potter, and that's it says 34 bill.
Nice.
Lord, what could be number 2? Like that's Mickey Mouse.
And the funny thing is, you definitely know it for sure.
It's probably one of those.
You might not buy it, but you definitely know it.
Like
TMNT.
No, but
you're on the list.
Not on the list.
Not on the list.
Really?
Crazy.
Not on the list.
When
they're in the billions,
pick a point to like start running through them, you will be shocked. But a lot of them I think are obvious, and I think we might be thinking a little too hard. Well, not we, you. But yeah.
Holy shit!
All right. Do you want me to give you number 2?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Godzilla's
not on here. I wish it was.
Batman.
Yeah.
Batman is on here.
Definitely on there.
That is 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19.
Batman's got to be above Spider-Man.
15, 14. And no, he's
Spider-Man.
not, apparently.
Not really.
Nope. He's 2 below Spidey.
I would assume that it would because it's been around. Like Batman's like one of the first, like as we
Dragon
know,
Ball
comic
Z.
books.
Second,
Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball's got to be on that
Batman's 1939. Dragon Ball is right below Batman
15
at 24 billion.
Would number 2 call me nuts, but just like the sheer amount of money that these movies make? Is it the MCU?
Not a movie, but the MCU is on there. It's actually right above Spider-Man.
Ain't that something?
And did we say that one yet? No, I don't think we said that one yet. But it says Spider-Man's at 27. It says the MCU's at 29.
Wow. Spider-Man.
Mind you, all these numbers are in the billions.
See, Sony smart.
And it's not Star Wars is 4th.
Star Wars is 4th. Mickey Mouse is 3rd.
Barbie.
No. Star Wars is 5th. Mickey Mouse is 3rd. 4th.
I was gonna say Barbie. Barbie should be.
Barbie's up there. Barbie is right below Dragon Ball.
Nice.
At 24. The crazy thing is that some of these are very specific, but it's under the umbrella of things, of like parent companies.
So it's something that's under the umbrella of a parent company.
Hence, like the Disney
there's a
example,
few more Disney.
some of them are definitely Disney.
I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Right, like it's under it would be under the Disney umbrella, but it's a specific Disney franchise.
Yes.
With that said, I'm assuming it's the Lion King.
Lion King's not on here.
Frozen
is not on here.
Okay, interesting. Okay.
Damn.
Also, Strike, something we spoke about off air is on here.
Huh.
Say it.
No, I don't think it would be on there.
We just spoke about it, literally.
I don't think it would be. I'm thinking Power Rangers, but I don't think that would be on there.
I know. I
don't think they made that much money.
One Piece. Well, where is it at?
It would be if you counted Super Sentai, but it's not.
If you counted
but even then, because remember, Sentai's been around since the 70s, but it's not on here. One Piece is 20.
Wow.
I'm trying to think.
20.
Naruto and
I have a question.
There. We knew that.
I have a question about number 2.
That's crazy because
is it a piece of animation or is it live action?
Technically, neither.
Oh shit. Okay.
This one. Okay, number 2 is mainly merch.
Mainly merchandise. Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, most of the top 1, 2, 3, 4, the top like 7 is mainly merch.
Oh Lord.
And it's under an umbrella company, like
I mean, yeah.
I mean, okay. Do I think of like
that one goes by costume?
Do I think
That's
of like
interesting.
When I hear the name of number 2, do I think of like immediately the umbrella company, or do I think of this as a
No. You think of that. You would see
that specifically, like
yes. And you have literally seen it everywhere.
Hello Kitty?
Yes.
What's number 2?
Hello Kitty is 2.
Oh yeah, that's a good call.
Hello Kitty is 80 billion.
And
remember, it jumps
just so everybody knows.
Franchise.
I have no phone in my hand. It's literally on the desk.
Hello Kitty. Hello Kitty started in 74.
Yeah, it's been around for a long, long time.
Holy shit.
That's a good call. I should have known that.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna give you a hint for number 3. No bottom half, as in like no pants.
Nope.
What do you call it?
Oh, Winnie the Pooh.
Number 3?
Winnie the Pooh in it, yeah.
Apparently, number 3 is Winnie the Pooh at 75 billion.
Wow.
Winnie the Pooh is higher than Mickey Mouse. That's
apparently
crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of wild to believe. But so right now we have the top 7 Pokemon, and this is from 1 to 7. Pokemon, Hello Kitty, Winnie the Pooh, Mickey Mouse, Star Wars, and Pon Man. Excuse me if I'm butchering that.
07. Oh, we're at 7.
Yeah, so you got to go 8 down.
You know what I'm thinking of?
You said Dragon Ball, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking of that has to be on this list? SpongeBob has to be on this list.
No.
Wow.
And why would he? Ill.
What do you mean? Why would it?
Sells merch.
Sells a bunch of stuff. Box office and
trash.
Crazy.
Super trash.
So no turtles.
Sadly. No sponges.
We did Transformers already.
Remember, there's still movies. There's still
money. Come to think of it, Jesus Christ.
Fast and Furious.
Bro, a lot of people love Winnie the Pooh, bro.
Fast and Furious, probably.
Fast and Furious is not on here.
Okay.
That's trash.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's right. They're both novels, technically. No.
Okay. Game of Thrones. Why didn't we say that already?
No, but there's something similar.
Fucking Hunger Games.
Nope. Hunger Games? Hell no.
King Arthur? Knights of the Round Table?
Mm-mm. Think another extremely long franchise. At least the books are long as hell.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lord of the Rings is 21.
Not bad.
And it is 25, 24, 23, 22, 20. Yeah, and 19 billion or 20 billion, it says.
Okay.
Round up. It's right underneath One Piece. And right above, which is also a book, but a very famous movie franchise. Been doing it, I believe, since the 70s. The most recent one probably came out this past decade. No, we're in the 20s. Last decade, I think.
Book series that's been adapted to movies.
Multiple actors.
Is the 007 series on there?
Yes, sir. James Bond.
Okay, James Bond, right? 007, yeah.
That's. Oh, we didn't say that one. Okay, I almost ruined it. That's under Lord of the Rings at another 19, close to 20. We said Barbie, right?
Yep.
I'm thinking something with professional sports has to be on this list somewhere also.
Not in the traditional sense.
Not in the traditional sense. Okay, so it's a video game.
That's not what I was saying, but sure. And there is definitely a huge video game that you guys have not touched yet.
Madden has to be on that list.
Madden is definitely not on this list.
It's not on that list. Madden has been out since like the early.
Call of Duty's on the list.
There's
yeah, Call of Duty has to be on that list. Yeah.
I'm telling you, Call of Duty is not on this particular list. Call of Duty is not on it.
And it's a video game for Mario.
Yes, yes. Mario is 9th at 36 billion.
Sonic's there.
Sonic is not here.
I don't think Sonic is there. Sonic had a period where he fell off.
What about Zelda?
Yeah, Zelda's not on here.
Okay, so
only
Mario's
other video game.
I'm trying to think. Hold on.
I'm trying to think.
There's not any other video games.
Okay, that's fine. No video games.
Video game entity. You know what? What about Pac-Man? Pac-Man was really big in the 80s, no?
Nope. You got to remember, he kind of fell off too.
Yeah, true.
And then there was those times where they tried to do something like the
PS2
cartoon
period,
or other games, and like Pac-Man World, like it just didn't work.
What about
no more video games though? Mario was
no more video games after that. Okay, so I was gonna say Grand Theft Auto, but I don't think that. Yeah.
No. They're probably like top 40.
Only 50. Like I was thinking a little bit. How about?
All right.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna run down what we have, and then we'll start kind of being a little more specific, like as in the number and the franchise. So we said Pokemon is 1, Hello Kitty's 2, Winnie the Pooh is 3, Mickey Mouse is 4, Star Wars is 5, Upon Man, is 6. Okay. So this is Disney, but it's not a particular franchise, it's a group as a whole.
It's Disney, but it's a group as a whole.
Yeah, like, but it's not one particular
group or no?
they sing in their movies, in their respective movies, I should say.
The princesses?
Yes.
Okay.
Good call.
Yes. That's at 45, Bill. The next one is Mario, so that's number 8. Shonen Jump is 9. Harry Potter is 10. Marvel Cinematic Universe is 11. Spider-Man is 12. This is an anime and one of my favorites. And there's
Dragon Ball, right?
We said Dragon Ball. That's later though. And there's way too many of them. And by that, I don't really like. I still love it.
Dragon Ball kind of fits by that description as well.
Not really.
Way too many of them.
Like animes, like different animes of this.
Yeah, I know.
No, not Digimon. No.
No, they said many different animes under the same umbrella.
Think Toonami. Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know what Toonami is, there was a block after school or Saturday where we had our, normal cartoons and stuff, but they showed anime, they showed a lot of stuff. That's how a lot of people in our generation got into anime. Outside of watching Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball Z in the morning before school. Good times.
Surprised Sailor Moon isn't on the list, but
I'm not.
I believe
Let me see. Anime, and it's this. It has
because if I give you the hint I want to give you, it's going to give it all away, and I want y'all to think about it.
So it's an anime that has many spin-offs.
Yes.
Now, what do you mean by many? Is it under 10 or is it more than 10?
Hell no, way more than 10.
And it's a spin-off of one series.
I mean, there's a lot of different ones.
Okay.
Some are connected to the originals, a lot aren't. I know. I'm not
connected
making this
to the original, and some aren't.
I should have did this like Jeopardy.
Is Studio Ghibli on that list?
Like as a whole, no.
Okay.
Nor is there any of its
movies. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Anime that has many spin-offs.
Come on, man. Boy. I can't. I want to give it to you so bad. Pause.
And one of your favorites. So
I'm pretty sure it might be one of yours too.
You said more than 10? Damn. How many spin-offs?
Too many, bro. I'm telling you. All right, the most recent one
I can think of.
I believe is the most recent one, had a female protagonist. And no, not Power Rangers.
Only thing I can think of has been around that long is Ultraman.
Oh, that's a great guess, but it's not on here, surprisingly.
Fate series?
Nah. 79 is when it first came out.
79. Oh my god. And the last one had a female. Gundam.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
Yes.
The buzzer.
Yep. So Gundam is after Spider-Man at 26. Batman is after Gundam at 26. Dragon Ball is after Batman at 24. Barbie is 24.
You're reading the money, not the placement.
No, I'm not. Yeah, you're right. But that's this. We're in the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 9, 8. We're at 17 right now.
Okay.
I feel like the only thing I could tell you is that it's a manga turned anime, and he puts a lot of holes in people by punching them. Nah. One Punch Man is new.
Old series?
Yeah.
Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, yep. yeah. That's what I was gonna guess next.
That was the only thing I could like save for him. You know what I mean? Like there was nothing. Yeah, but Fist of the North Star apparently is at 21, which is crazy.
I mean, you could have did and I would have known.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna remember that. All right, so the next two are Disney franchises. To which the first one, I'm surprised beats the second one. But this what I was talking about when you said sports, and I said not in the traditional sense.
I have a question now that you said that. Are they Disney Pixar franchises?
Yes.
The first one is Cars.
Yes.
You said sports and auto
Mighty
racing
Ducks
is a sport.
No, Mighty Ducks isn't on it. Mighty Ducks
Mighty Ducks
wouldn't be on there. It's Cars. He said it.
First one is Cars that you just mentioned.
And the second one is super obvious.
Is the second one Shrek?
No.
That's not Disney.
No.
Oh, damn right. That's DreamWorks. That's right.
Yeah. Bro, listen. The second one is like a kick in the ass if you don't get it.
And it's a Disney franchise. And it's like, I have to know this Disney franchise.
Yes.
Toy Story?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a kick in
So
the
Cars is at 21 billion. Toy Story is at 20 billion. This is insane.
That's so weird.
Then it's One Piece at 20. Lord of the Rings at 19. James Bond at 19. Transformers is last. So the last two is 22 and 23 and 24.
Okay.
The 23 is a manga that obviously translated to an anime that, a franchise. And that's 23. 24 is an old school comic strip.
Old school comic strip. 24 is an old school comic strip.
Now, is it just the comic strip alone that sells, or is it
No, sir.
as well?
No, sir. It's everything. Literally everything.
Calvin and Hobbes.
No, but I like the way you
know what it is.
Yeah, you do.
It's the Peanuts galleries. Charlie
Yes,
Brown.
it is. Peanuts.
As many TV specials as that damn thing had.
I mean, but think of TV specials. Think of merch.
Merchandise.
Snoopy alone, bro.
Yeah, Snoopy alone sells a lot.
So that was 24 or 23?
4.
Okay.
23
and 23 is a manga, you said, right?
And also one of my favorites. But we all loved this at one point or another.
Digimon?
No, sadly. I wish Digimon was on here. I'd be hype as hell.
It's not Naruto. It's not Bleach.
Nope.
I know what it is. It's Yu-Gi-Oh.
It is Yu-Gi-Oh.
Those cards are incredibly fucking valuable.
Bro, insane.
Super
and just
expensive.
think of, I mean, all the spin-offs that they've had, the movies that they've come out with.
Still make new cards to this fucking
bro.
day.
To this day, there are still new series coming out.
They're on Series 7.
No, that's over.
Oh no, they're on 8. Sorry, they're on 8.
Oh,
I think which is the latest.
The last one I watched. It was after 5Ds. It was after.
It's Axel.
It was right before. No, it was after that. It was right before Reigns, because I didn't watch that one.
It was Axel. Was 4.
No, there's
Arc V, maybe?
Arc V is what I saw. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the last one I watched.
I stopped at 5Ds and I feel nothing.
5Ds was dope.
To watch the rest of it.
When I like the way they brought out Pendulum though. I thought that was cool. It's kind of a cheap way to do your summons, but
yeah,
I thought it was fire.
I think they went.
Meanwhile, Stretch is over there cheating,
so
no.
But
yeah, that's all of them.
And it's funny though, the top 3, I would say, best card game franchise aside from
Magic, yeah.
Aside from Magic, it's One Piece. It's
as a card game,
and it's Pokemon. Yeah, the One Piece card game is super popular.
Really? I'm very surprised that you said the Looney Tunes weren't on that list.
Which is crazy because they make
a
lot of money.
Looney Tunes were not on that list.
Not even Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Well, look,
very surprised.
Listen, I don't know how accurate this list is. I just saw it and was like, you know what? Let's run with it.
I will say at least 10 of those are accurate.
Oh no, definitely more than 10. I would definitely give more than 10.
Because the last time I seen that, I Pokemon's definitely number one.
No, Pokemon is the highest media
Pokemon
franchise of all time. Period.
Number one.
Harry Potter was on that list.
I don't think anybody's getting that wrong.
No, nobody. No, there's no way.
Harry Potter, Batman, like I've seen those franchises.
Spidey, of course.
But damn, Sony is smart.
Well, I mean, it's not just Sony. It's, I mean, in general, right? You think of Marvel, like, it's kind of like its respective, most noticeable characters, right? You think of Marvel, you automatically shoot to Spider-Man. You go to DC, you either go to Batman or Superman. Mm-hmm. To which is still sickening to me. But that's neither here nor there.
Surprised, but Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is not on that list.
Me too.
I'm very surprised about that also.
I would say top 40. Because they're at least $1 billion something dollars.
Oh yeah, because I mean, look, the last one ended at. Give me a second. The last
actually,
one ended
Turtles might be right under Transformers.
17. So, I think. So yeah, it's. I don't know, man. It's interesting. I think it's real interesting. So, like, and some of these really shocked me, just based off of placement, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Mario definitely deserves to be up there, top 10, like, for sure. But for me, something that shocked me was, same with Stretch's reaction that Winnie the Pooh was over Mickey Mouse.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never thought it personally. So,
if you really do look back, though, if you look back really, though, women, kids, adults, it could be any variation of Winnie the Pooh. It could be just Winnie the Pooh himself, or it could be the characters of the franchise.
But you could say the same thing with Mickey Mouse, because when you say Mickey Mouse, it's not just that's what I'm saying. But when you say Mickey Mouse, it's not just Mickey. It's Mickey. Right. It's Minnie. It's Pluto. It's Goofy. And then if you really count it, like here it says it's mostly merch,
right?
But then also you have. Let me see. It's green and blue. So one is home entertainment. No, it's not. One is, and which is crazy to me. And now I'm really looking at this list. Like, Mickey Mouse is up here, but you don't have the TV revenue for him unless it wasn't noticeable.
Have a really good show.
But this is the thing.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, but even Mickey Mouse Clubhouse and things like that, like for the little ones, are big deals. But I'm also looking at it like, all right, then are they just picking the largest number of each franchise and putting it together?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like Transformers has the merch, of course, but then it has box office, and then it has book sales. To which
comic books, wow.
Yeah, but comic books and manga has its own like color scheme on here. So nice. That's why I'm like, this is confusing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Obviously trading cards is number one. And then they got the merch, and then it's comics and manga. Mm-hmm. Then it's what the hell is that? Video games and home entertainment. So that's probably well that's the crazy part, right? Because when you say home entertainment, is that the dual disc? Is that side note?
You would call that?
Did you see the price of the original dual disc? Somebody's selling it for like $100 and change, and I'm like, I can make that with cardboard.
$100,000 or $100?
No, 100, like 156 or something like that. It's crazy.
Dollars?
Yeah.
That's not much. I thought it was way more than that.
I mean, not the originals was like 30. So
156 ain't bad for something that was what 20 years ago.
The original one, yeah, just about.
Just about 20 years ago, it's not bad as long as it's in mint condition.
Hey, listen, man. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Look, man, I don't know. Don't ask no questions. But yeah, man. So what happened?
I was gonna say.
Ooh, everybody.
I was shocked. What was the shocking? I'm shocked Barbie was so low. I thought Barbie was gonna be higher.
Yeah, thought Barbie would have been a lot higher.
To be honest with you, I was kind of shocked that Gundam was over Dragon Ball.
I was surprised that there weren't more video game franchises on there.
Oh, absolutely.
Like I would have thought Halo would have been on there as much as people read about Halo. You know what else I would have thought would have been there? Because a lot of people don't remember that this started as a video game. Angry Birds.
Yeah.
Angry Birds.
I can see that, but I feel
a lot of merch and
top 50.
Now look, once again, folks, this is just something random I found. So if this is incorrect, and or y'all know of some other ones that deserve to be on this list, so just write it down on a comment, and we can always revisit it when we read the comments for sure.
For sure.
So with that being said, we will be on in 2 weeks. I repeat, 2 weeks. We'll be back. So that is the 21st. Excuse me. Pardon me. And then next Thursday, I'm going to try to get on one of the socials to host something. So be on the lookout for that. There's a lot of things happening all over the place. Excuse me, I'm so sorry. I would be remiss to not shout out the new network that we are a part of, which is the CDB network.
That's right.
To which you can follow them on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Podcasts, and all that good jazz. I know I'm doing this a little early, but trying to switch it up a little bit. So bam. So you can follow the Four Corners of Commentary on the CDB network. We do have season 3 started, so our first episode is on there. This will drop tomorrow, which is Friday. Also, just so you guys know, if you so happen to look for the the Four Corners of Commentary on these social streams, they are not on there anymore. So your best way to go to season 1 and season 2 is to go on our YouTube page, which is the Council of Commentary on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. TikTok is at Council of Commentary, and Twitter is at CO Commentary. A shout out to my boy Ralph. What's good, homie? So, gents, was there anything else that y'all wanted to touch on real quick before we dip out?
Brawl In was spectacular, man.
Huh?
Brawl In was very spectacular.
What you talking about?
Brawl In.
What's that?
He's talking about what happened after, what happened prior
to my
pay-per-view broadcast. Of course, he would go there.
I did it, Randy.
Side note, CM Punk got fired.
Right. We're not here to beat that dead horse. Like, you guys, we all know what happened by now.
Yeah.
CM Punk to WWE confirmed.
Stop it. Stop.
I guess the only thing I could touch on is a piece of news that I found out today, which I will have to say, rest in peace to General Adnan. So
yes,
for those who don't remember General Adnan, when Sergeant Slaughter turned heel in 1990 and they gave him the Iraqi sympathizer gimmick, General Adnan was his manager.
Yep.
Sheikh Adnan Al-Kaisi, also, I believe he was the first Iranian superstar to wrestle for the WWE in some capacity. So
I think you're right.
Good for him. He was also known as Billy White Wolf at one point. I believe it was a Native American gimmick. So rest in peace to Sheikh Adnan Al-Kaisi.
Yes, absolutely. Actually, there was one more thing. Of course, now I'm blanking out. Um, oh man, I really. Oh, listen, I don't. We have to talk about this. Mortal Kombat 1 comes out on the 14th of September.
If you
My
get the
question.
deluxe or ultimate edition, you get it 5 days early.
Oh, and if you don't, it comes out on the 19th,
Yep.
which is probably when I'll be getting it. My simple question to you guys about Mortal Kombat is: Are you excited? Um, are you excited about the changes and the reboots of the MK franchise? And what character are you excited to play as?
I would say I mean, I'm a little in the middle. But then again, I was in the middle when the previous Mortal Kombat dropped, and it completely changed the timeline of everything. So,
Mhm.
but that was a fun experience for me. I loved it. So I'll say I'm more on the side of optimism for this one. And of course, the guy that I want to play with the most, Sub-Zero, my favorite character in Mortal Kombat. So I'm excited to see, like, because this is like a reboot of like the very start of
Mhm.
the the Mortal Kombat timeline, like from where we first picked it up, like as kids. Like,
Right.
so I'm excited to see where it goes. Without question, like it should be pretty fun. Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely. Strike.
I would say this is the first Mortal Kombat in a long time that I wanted to own. I've been wanting Spawn in a Mortal Kombat, not in a Mortal Kombat game. I wanted Spawn in an Injustice game, and they ended up
Oh, I was
putting
like,
him
he
in
was in a Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, and I said I was going to get it just for Spawn, and I have not even bothered. It's $5 right now, and I could buy it just to play Spawn, but I
Do you have
choose not
premium?
to. No, but I think I may convert soon
Oh,
because my
because
Game
it's free.
Pass.
Yeah,
So, no, but is it Aftermath? Like, is it the complete version, or is it
I
just the
don't
base?
think so. It might just be the. It might be the. It might. I think it's Ultimate.
Okay, if it's Ultimate,
Ultimate
then maybe I'll think
MK11.
about it.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll see if Ultimate is on sale. I know it's on sale, but I didn't see the price. But I'll think about it. But
yeah.
for
If you
me,
use premium, it's free.
I'm interested that they took a different route. They took the Marvel's Capcom route, and we're getting assists, and we're getting
Mm.
chain assists. Basically, you can use those chains to the combos and blah blah blah. But I do love that they rebooted this universe. Liu Kang is the ruler of the Netherrealm and Overworld and Underworld. Well, whatever. You know
Bro,
what
he's
Mortal
the
Kombat
ruler of
is.
time right now. He is
Well,
the
yes, the
god.
ruler of time. So
He is
he's the god
Chronica,
of the franchise, right?
who's in
he's
here.
the
Um,
Who's
he's the
in here?
god amongst gods in Mortal Kombat now.
but the beautiful thing
Crazy,
about it is
and he
is
looks
not
Super
only
great.
are
dark.
we getting
Really
the
makes sense.
main characters. Well, excuse me. The beautiful thing is that we're not getting just the main characters rebooted. We're getting all the characters from
Everybody,
all of the
Yeah,
a
franchises in this
total
game.
yeah.
retooling of the franchise, which should be really fun.
And
So
I
go
good.
ahead.
No, no, I'll say it after because you still gotta say what character you're excited for.
Who I wanted to play as just from gameplay alone was Lee May, which is
Mm,
supposed to be, I believe, Melina's sister or one of the people
no,
for
no. Lee May is a guard. She was the head guard when King Jared was in charge. Once he was killed,
Mhm.
she got demoted, and then she started this whole policing aspect. So that's what she is.
Well, I don't know what her current story is because they're
No,
making it
I'm
seem
telling you,
like she's
that's
oh,
what it
that's
is.
her current storyline.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um
Oh yeah, I've
because
been on it.
Yeah,
Like,
because they're changing a lot of stuff now. Like Sub Zero and Scorpion are siblings now, or something of that sort. Uh,
I saw
so
something about that too.
so it's just a
So
lot of timeline
go to
changes.
his
So,
Twitter. Go to MK1's Twitter
but the
or
character
X.
I'm most
Whatever.
excited for as of today is Natara. I'm ready to
I
play as
do not.
Natara.
I do not care about toe thumbs as voicing a character in MK. I don't
Why
care.
wouldn't you care about the actual vampire being a
No. The character's
game?
dope. The voice, I'm gonna be annoyed with it.
So if you are unaware, Sir Stretch, Megan Fox is playing Nitara in
Toe
Mortal
thumbs.
Kombat 1.
Toe thumbs.
And she is not only voicing the character but doing some of the mocap, it seems. So
from my understanding, she's not doing the mocap. I think she's
well,
just
I
doing
mean
voice.
just the facial, because the face is still hers, regardless.
Toe thumbs. How the
So,
vampire got toe thumbs. It's disgusting. It's like whenever she touches your face, there's a foot on it. That's nasty. Sorry. She got toe thumbs.
So yes, I will be.
It's
I am
weird.
excited to play Megan Fox in Mortal Kombat 1.
For me, I mean, I've always been a Liu Kang fan, so I feel like that's kind of like the
Boring.
the cheesy way out. What? That man looks
Boring.
crazy in this game. Honestly, I'm very interested to play as Reptile. I think the way they're switching him up is going to be interesting. Also,
Reptile was the reason I said I'm buying this game.
Yeah,
just so you know.
the switching back and forth is crazy. I also like the fact that the cameos with a K, of course, but the cameos are the cameos are like part of like the X-ray moves, and they have their own fatalities and things like that. So I think that's really cool. I also think.
I don't mean to cut you off. I have to mention this: the fact that we're getting a Johnny Cage skin that's actually Jean-Claude Van Damme and voiced by him. That's totally fucking cool.
That's a full circle moment.
I actually want to play as that.
That's a full circle moment, by the way.
But he doesn't get shorter, so it doesn't make sense.
He doesn't need to be shorter. His roundhouse kicks are 7 feet.
Right.
He's the
muscles from Brussels. Next.
He's not what's his name? Chuck Norris. All right. That's not.
So quick
right,
little
Chuck Norris
tidbit
is the
for
only man
anybody that
to
didn't
push the world down.
And he will be the first man, Jean-Claude Van Damme, to appear in both Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter.
It's true.
Oh yeah,
that's very true.
He was Guile in the movie version. He did his own.
Which I do have the limited edition Blu-ray of that movie. Love that movie.
God bless you.
Love that movie. Come on.
That explains a lot.
Raul Julia, come on, man.
Raul Julia makes the movie.
He's great.
I don't care what anyone says.
Love that
movie. Raul Julia's greatest performances.
Love that movie, man. But no,
he's had a lot. That's one of his greatest performances.
It's true.
Also, it's for Jean-Claude Van Damme being in the game as well is a full circle moment because he was the inspiration for Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
Well, he was
Bloodsport was the inspiration for
Johnny.
Kombat.
Yeah. Oh yes,
so
yes.
So they were trying to get him in the first game, and I think he turned it down or something like that, and that's what ended up happening. So,
toe thumbs. Also, something else I think is really cool is just that the creator Ed Boon had mentioned that literally anybody can be on any side. So as in like when this is a reboot, it is legitimately a full-fledged reboot. Like we don't know who's going to team up with who. We don't know who's going to be good, who's going to be bad. Like, and that's what I think is going to be interesting. So somebody like Melina, who now is the Princess of Edenia, and Katana is protecting her sister, but and this is the crazy part, right? So Liu Kang is supposed to, you can have peace if you want, but when you watch Geras, watch his introduction video, he says, like, look, man, I think your sense of peace could already be compromised. So with her transforming and the instead of the Chakatans being a race, and instead of them being a race, now it's a disease, makes it so much more interesting to me. You know what I mean? Like, where is this going to lead? And always with the ninjas are always like, what the hell is gonna happen? You got Smoke, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Rain. Ermac isn't in it. Noob isn't in it either, though, because remember, Bihan is alive,
right?
And we don't even know if that's gonna end up being Bihan. So like, this is. I mean, y'all know how my mind works. Once it starts to roll.
But now the Mortal Kombat story is interesting because now you really don't know what is what.
Right.
Yeah, you don't know.
And with Raiden being human now, and I believe having a sister, so like, where does that lead?
That and we get Omni-Man and fucking Homelanders in this game. Like,
yeah, the DLC is crazy.
DLC is
John
insane.
Cena's in the game again too. It's crazy. Peacemaker's in it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. Peacemaker.
Well, they need to get an Aaron Black in the game.
Takeda. He'll probably be in the next one.
This is senior Takeda though, right? Not the one that we know.
Yeah, he already said that there are no combat kids, so I'm assuming.
Okay, so no Cassie, no Jackie,
no kids,
no Takeda.
None of the kids are in it. This is literally MK1.
Good.
Like, but yeah, I think Mortal Kombat's going to be real interesting, man, and I cannot wait. And also, which we'll probably bring up way later, Spider-Man 2 comes out October 20th, which I know we're all excited about. Man, it's going to be nuts. But with that being said, gents, let's do what we do.
Easier.
Well, you see everything down there. Jador Sapio is my Instagram, and my new Twitter is that Stretch. So please give me a follow on Twitter. I can use the support, considering my old account was hacked and Elon Musk refuses to do anything about it, that bastard. So please follow me on Twitter if you mind.
So as you can see by his absence, Mr. After Hours Quiet Storm is not here, but we will always hold down the fort for him. You can follow him at Forever Thiefin, both on Instagram and Twitter.
Very nice. I'm Stryker Dragoon, as you know. Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, all the same. I need to take out Twitch because I'm not streaming on Twitch like that. But YouTube is youtube.com/@StrykerDragoon131. I am currently playing. Whoa.
I wasn't ready. I thought you paused.
I'm currently playing Armored Core 6, and I will soon be playing Cyberpunk 2077.
Bro, how is it?
Again? What, Armored Core?
Yeah.
Difficult as fuck, but it's
bet.
amazing. It's amazing. It is Gundam on crack. And when I say Gundam on crack, it is literally what a Gundam game should be if they ever go that route. You have a fully customizable mech. You have 4 weapon slots. You have
similar to the older ones.
Basically, yeah. But just for people who are new to the franchise, you get slots for like expansion for your memory for your mech. You have AP extensions, you have boosters, you have all different types of stuff that you can add on to your character. You can make a full melee build, you can make a full gun build, you can make a full plasma beam build, you can do a plasma sword build. You can literally make these mechs into anything and everything you want. I've seen somebody make seen people make Gundams, I've seen people make the Big O, I've seen people make a whole bunch of other like different mechs. Anything you can think of, you can make in this game. You just have to get the parts. But it is really an ode to all mecha anime, all mecha franchises, and I absolutely love it. As for Cyberpunk 2077, get back to
Isn't there a new drop?
So there's a DLC that came out, and everybody's complaining, oh, why am I paying for DLC? I thought the DLC was like $60, $70. It's only $30. So Cyberpunk is coming back out. Basically, they're getting a 2.0 update. They're fixing everything that everybody wanted it to fix. Vehicle combat is better. AI is better. Game runs completely smooth. No frame rate drops. Everything's perfect with the game. You get more missions. You get better weapons. And you get an extension of the story now that is starring Idris Elba, and it adds a lot more to the story, and it's only for $30. I think it's worth it. If you haven't played Cyberpunk, just buy the game now, and definitely get yourself immersed in it with the new update now. I think everything is going to be so great for it. So I have Phantom Liberty pre-ordered already, but I will be starting the game once it's update 2.0 drops, which should be probably next week. I'll be, playing from the not from the intro, but from chapter 1 on. I'll be playing that on stream. And what else? That's about it. Not really trying to push for partner or affiliate on Twitch anymore. YouTube, I can get all the views, all the likes that I can get. Definitely share the videos if you like, but definitely check out streams. I'll appreciate it so much. Thank you everybody for watching. It's it's different, not streaming, but having episodes every 2 weeks gives a lot of
weird,
time
right?
to think.
Feels a little weird.
Just gives us a lot of time to think, dwell on our topics and stuff like that, and it gives us a breather. Yeah. Every week is great, but I feel when you are clamoring for the episodes, or you're craving a new episode, it's better you get that little pause in between, so that way see how all of this news came about, for the past couple weeks. Now we have it built up and we spoke about it.
And this is why.
Yeah.
Sorry. I was going to say, this is why I wanted to try to do the other pages that we have also, right? Because there will be a lot of news in between our video episodes. So once again, be on the lookout for that. I am K Marvel. You can find me at Mr. Marvel87, both on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, please make sure to follow my mental health podcast with my brother Rodney Harris, also a friend of the pod. A different angle, you can follow us at 88 Pod 2023, also on the CDB network. So you can make sure once again to, if I can scroll down, geez. See, it doesn't want me to be great. That's what's going on. My computer doesn't want me to be great. Make sure you follow the CDB network. They're definitely on Twitter, on all the streaming platforms, YouTube, things like that. Just make sure you follow them, man. There's a lot of good shows like Sucio Boys, Drelax Podcast, A Different Angle, Four Corners of Commentary, the CDB Podcast, CDB, yes, I said that right? CDB Podcast, Shogun Soccer, and I'm probably missing one, so I apologize. But there's a lot of things to listen to, man, and we are so appreciative. Also, please make sure you follow the Four Corners of Commentary on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Once again, the Council of Commentary, TikTok at Council of Commentary, and Twitter at CO Commentary. With that being said, gents, love y'all, appreciate y'all. People watching, listening, we appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Make sure to leave a comment, 5 stars. Tell us what you honestly think of these episodes. We really appreciate it, and we would consider your feedback. We are 3 of your Four Corners of Commentary, and we're out. Peace. Stay positive.
I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got it. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough Cause time. I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life